A little look at this computer as we started off this show. And just so you know, I do predict the phone lines are gonna get a little bit wild when you see you're getting an HP. This is the brand that people, when they go for a laptop computer, they go for HP. That's what you're seeing right here. It's the 15.6-inch screen size. And what that means is it's still easily portable, easy for you to take along with you, but it's a great size. It's big enough for you to see all of your work, all of your spreadsheets and things of that nature. It even, speaking of spreadsheets, it even has a separate key, number pad. So if you are doing more calculated work, this is gonna be great for you to have. It is lightweight, it's super thin, it is a solid state drive, and that's important for not only ease of portability, ease of use, it's not loud, it doesn't get hot. You've got your plugins on the sides that you can see on either side, and we're gonna talk about all of those details. But this is from HP, so you know you've got quality here, and you didn't even spend $500 to get this laptop. Let me share with you, you just choose your color. We've got silver, we have, oh my gosh, 50 left in the silver. This one is the rose gold. We also have it in white, and we have it in gold. Now, I will tell you that the silver, the gold, and the rose gold all have the same color inside keyboard, which is silver. The white is white on white. So it's just a very beautiful, clean look. If you really just like that all white kind of look, I wouldn't wait too long to get that one in the white. You are getting an app pack that comes right along with, and it just allows you to add even more versatility and information and entertainment right along with you, where you're getting that app pack that comes along with you. I promised you Aaron would be back, and Aaron, we've got a great laptop offer.
We really do. Look, if you've been thinking about a new computer, or maybe you even haven't been thinking about it, but when you get to your computer every day, it's slow and it's hot and it's heavy and it doesn't multitask well. When you ask it to do several programs, 4, 5, 6 programs at a time, it kind of gets a little bit grumpy on you and kind of talks back. It's time for a new computer. If your computer is slow when you stream video, so I'm live, that's hsn.com, obviously, I could just as well be live streaming. You could just as well be live streaming Netflix or Hulu or Prime or Showtime or HBO Max or whatever. When you stream on your computer, do you find that it's buffering and that you're waiting? That's all gone here. So I'm here to introduce you to just, I think, a computer that for 99% of us is the perfect computer for everyday computing, for things like surfing the web, shopping online, for things like going to school or getting your work done. If you're a silver surfer and maybe you use your computer for doctor's appointments, maybe you use it for groceries now, maybe you use it for Zoom or for Skype or for social networking, for Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all. This is a computer that is perfect for all of those things. This is one of the newest formats of body style or chassis from HP. So you'll notice, I just kind of want to hold it like this for you. See how thin it is? Much thinner, much sleeker than many of the computers that we've had in the past. It only weighs about 3 pounds, just a little bit over 3 pounds. The battery life, ready for this? What if I said 6 hours? So like 6-hour battery life, you'd be like, yeah, that's a good battery life, right? What if I said 8 hours? Yeah, that's crazy. I've never heard of an 8-hour battery life. How about an 11-hour battery life? Up to 11-hour battery life. So what it means is all day, you have all day surfing, you have all day streaming, you have all day computing. In a moment after I let Tamara kind of catch you guys up, I'll talk about these are the biggest brands, literally the biggest brands in the world, from HP to Intel to Microsoft built in, and also the #1 selling screen size in America. This is a 15.6-inch screen. We like to call it the Goldilocks size, not too big, not too small, super portable for on the go. But Tamara, if you're gonna be at home working on your computer for 8 hours a day, it's a great size for that as well. Plenty of screen size to really see what you're doing.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's why this has been very popular. And I know that as I was showing you the different colors, the silver, rose gold, and gold are the ones that a lot of you are calling in for, so I don't want you to wait on that. But did you notice when Aaron was saying that it's got an 11-hour battery life? I was thinking about our cell phones that we pay $1,000 plus for, that don't have 11-hour battery lives. This does, and this is what you're going to be surfing and working and doing your school and watching movies and reading books and doing all the things that we do on our computer. And if you need a new one, you want one that can do all of that and then some. That's why I'm excited to have this, because we are in the second half of July. We're a little bit closer to school time than we are to the beginning of summer. So it is time for a lot of us to start thinking about, do the students in my home need a new laptop? Do I need a new laptop? Is somebody going off to college and you want to send them off with one that is great quality, but not overly expensive, but really can get the job done? That's what you're looking at right here. This is a feature price. We took about $50 off the price. You've got it on FlexPay, so it's about $100 to get home. There's 0 shipping. You still have the opportunity of choice of colors right now. Gold, silver, rose gold, or white. Those are your choices. And I don't want you to miss out on getting those brands like HP and Intel and everything that's gone in here. Aaron, we're coming back to you to hear more.
Great. Let's go through. So let's talk about those brands for a minute. I think there are some things where brand isn't that important. Quite frankly, I always use this expression because it's what I see. This example, I've got a drape hanging right here. I've got a drape hanging back there, so I don't know if you guys can see it or not. But anyway, I don't know what brand my drapes are, and I don't really care. They're fine. They're pretty. They fit the window. But there are things like your computer, like your television. The major electronics that you buy, if you can buy a brand name, a legacy brand, buy it. They are just able to get better parts. Probably the number one thing I hear about HP, the number one complaint I hear is, well, my computer and my printer, they're pretty old, but there's nothing wrong with them, so I don't feel like I can get a new one. Well, I'm here to give you permission. If they're old, if they're a little slower, if you don't love them, that's permission. You don't have to wait for it to full out, die. Because your HP will never die. The quality is so good. So we'll start with that brand, of course. HP. HP is the number one selling computer brand in America. It's also, I think this is interesting, and I'm also really proud of it to work. I work with the folks at HP, the number one selling brand at HSN, period, for all the great things, all the great fitness and all the great beauty and all the great fashion, et cetera, that HSN sells. HP is the top selling brand on the network, period. What it means is we at HP bring extraordinary values, exclusive value, and exclusive deals to HSN that are really, really compelling. So if you're watching thinking, wow, that's a very little amount of money for a computer that's that big, and a computer that has all of those extra things, all the extra software, the bigger brain software, and the Hotspot Shield Premium software, and all of that included, you're right. It's because we work really hard. Both Microsoft and HP work hard to make this happen. So that's the first. HP is the number one computer manufacturer in America. You're walking into the store and just saying, I'll take the best. Whatever the best is, whatever the numero uno is, that's the one I'll take. See this right here? This is, bum, 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 bum. Sound familiar? Maybe? Bum, 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 bum. Intel, name that tune. Intel Inside. The Intel Celeron processor. Intel is the number one processor company in the entire world. So when you get this computer home, you're getting the top manufacturer of computers in America. You're getting the top processor brand in the world, one of the most valuable brands anywhere. And in fact, we have a little video we're gonna run for you right now. This is the Intel Celeron processor. Value and versatility are built in. So yes, the price is a great value, but versatility for work and for play and for really people of all ages, smooth running apps, email, web browsing, a little bit of gaming, a little bit of video, a little bit of photos. If that's what your day on your computer looks like, this is the computer for you. The one that we're presenting right now is the right computer for you. If work and play for hours and hours, if you like to sometimes be on the go, don't always like to have to be next to an outlet to make sure you're charging your computer every 2 hours. An 11-hour battery. So that's a huge thing. And that's thanks to a lot of things, thanks to solid state drive, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, but it's definitely thanks to the Intel Celeron processor that's built in as well. So HP #1, Intel #1, and then of course, Windows. This is Windows 10. The latest version of the Windows operating system. Cortana is built in, safer web browsing, Microsoft Edge is built in, so you can edit on the web. And on top of that, so those are normally like the big three. If I have those three, it's all the #1s. There's another #1 with this, and that's the screen size. The 15.6-inch screen size is the most sought after screen size in America. Say that again. The 15.6-inch size, this size, is the most sought after screen size in America. It's the one most people prefer. Not too big, not too small, big enough to work on it all day long and not squint and not, be irritated by how small it is. But when it's time to go, when it's time to pop this in your purse or your backpack or your briefcase or whatever, it weighs only 3 pounds, has an 11-hour battery life. It's super duper portable. And so it fills the ticket there, Tamara, on many different levels.
For sure. And as we're looking at these, I just want to give you a quick update, because if you did want the rose gold, it is the one that's going fastest. We only, at this point now, have 150 of the rose gold now remaining. We still have the silver, we still have it in white, and we also have it in this beautiful soft gold as well. But I wanted to say, because if you're looking at this and maybe it is time for you to get a new computer, a new laptop, and you've been putting it off because you might be saying, well, I'm not a computer expert. I don't know what to look for. I totally understand. I think sometimes here we get used to talking about computers because we do it a lot. And I've been at HSN for 15 years. I've been talking about computers for 15 years. But I have to always remind myself that when I bought my first laptop, I bought it from HSN, I didn't know what to look for. I didn't know, like, how do I know I'm making the right decision? It's what Aaron said. If you're not exactly sure, you just ask for the best. You say, I want the best manufacturer. I want fast. I want easy to use. I want the latest and greatest. You're getting HP. You're getting the latest and greatest in terms of the operating system. There is not a higher operating system from Windows than the one that you're getting in here. There is not a better computer manufacturer in terms of sales and innovation than HP that you're getting here. You're getting a solid state drive, and we're gonna explain what that means. But even that makes it a lot more comfortable, and you can feel more confident when you're buying with a solid state drive. So you don't have to be an expert. I always say when you want the best, you just go to the best. When you get your car worked on, you go to the best mechanic you can find. When you want a really great meal, you go to the best restaurant you can find. When you want a great computer and you want to spend your money in the right way, you go to the best that you can find. And that's HP, that's Intel, that's Windows, and it's also HSN. We're gonna go back to Aaron to hear more, but use it, get it on FlexPay, it's $100 to get home. You've got free shipping, so you don't even have to worry about that. If you have an HSN card, use it, because even though we have FlexPay with any major credit card, you can get 12-month VIP financing using your HSN card. You don't pay more to do this. You just use your HSN card, get the 12-month VIP financing, and you can have sort of like what is a 12-month flex pay, which is $41.66, and you still get this home right away. We'd love to be able to send this one out to you. So no questions asked. And if for any reason it's not right for you, you get it home and you're saying, I don't know if it's gonna be right for me, you send it back. You always have our unconditional 30-day return policy here at HSN. So there's every reason to go ahead and do it today. Aaron, we're coming back. I think we wanted to talk about solid state drive.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'd love to spend a few minutes on that. It's one of the most modern things about this computer that make me so proud to sell it and to recommend it to you today. There are sort of two types of storage drives inside your computer. So you saw on our description, it said 256GB solid state drive. The other type drive, the older technology, is a hard disk drive. With a hard disk drive, inside your computer, there would be a component that actually moved, that actually spun. So when you were looking for information or storing or copying or pasting or whatever, or when your computer turned on and turned off, you can hear it. You can hear it kind of start to move and start to whir, right? The problem with that, with movement in any electronics, is movement creates friction. Friction creates heat, and heat is the enemy of your personal electronics. So with that heat, they would have to install a fan. So the fan also makes it noisier and also makes it heavier and also makes the battery life die faster, right? That's gone. So in place of that hard disk drive, in many places, including us, hard disk drive computers are still available, but anyone who can would get a solid state drive instead. There are only advantages to it. The solid state goes in, and with the solid state, it is one component where it just shares information, electromagnetic, et cetera, information without moving. There's just circuitry. So we have a little video that will show you. These are the advantages of having a solid state drive, the most modern, the most contemporary sort of drive over a hard disk drive. It's lighter, it's quieter, and it's faster. Faster boot up and shut down on your computer. Your applications load more quickly. You have a better battery life, in this case, about 11 hours. There are no moving parts, so it stays cool to the touch. It's quieter, which is great. You don't hear that buzz from your computer all the time. Notice what's happening here. On the left side of your screen, that's the computer with the solid state drive. And you see how much more quickly it was multitasking, how much more quickly it turns on and turns off. I'll give you a live example here. So I'm playing hsn.com, and it's not because I'm my own biggest fan. Trust me. Trust me on that. It's hard to watch yourself. It's because we have permission. I can play HSN on our channel, HSN, as much as I want, and that's fine. You could be watching Netflix, or we hope you watch us all the time, but sometimes I know you'll want to watch Netflix and Hulu and Prime and that kind of stuff. Trust me, I get it. When we close the computer, even though it's live streaming video, and then open the computer again, look, the video, see that video is not stopped. It's still streaming, and you'll see that again. It's just there. So it's playing, it's streaming. I'll bet you if you have a computer at home, a hard disk drive computer at home, and you're live streaming video, and you close the computer, and then you open it again, I'll bet you it takes it 90 seconds, 2 minutes to start playing the video. It has to buffer, has to turn on, the crank has to start turning, as it were, inside. Those things don't happen here. Same thing with multitasking. If I go like this, you can see that I've got that live video playing, but I also actually have Netflix open. I have hsn.com, and I've downloaded PowerPoint here. I've got PowerPoint, and I have the NASA website. I always like checking out what's going on the NASA website. So you can multitask. You can jump in and out of the computer being on, the computer being off, and all of that, Tamara, is thanks to that newer technology in the drive, thanks to the solid state drive.
For sure, and that's what you're getting in here. And it used to be that the newer, the better, the faster, the more advanced the technology, usually the price would go up accordingly. We have the advantage of having a solid state drive here, which also, again, makes it thinner. I'm gonna actually turn this one to the side so you can see how thin it is opened. Let me show you how thin it is closed. Like literally, do you see how sleek that is? So if you are planning to carry this around with you, this is the soft gold color. It slides into your notebook or your work bag or your backpack or what have you, or even if you just wanted to tuck this under your arm and you're taking it from class to class, it's gonna weigh less than your books, your actual textbooks and notebooks. So it's just easy for you to move this around and to use comfortably. The fact that you've got such a beautiful screen, look at how far out the picture goes to the screen. So you've got something that just gives you just a fuller view as you're watching it. And I love that you have this today at a great value. We took $50 off of our regular price, which you could even see if it were purchased separately with all of the extra vouchers that you're getting, you would still be spending more on this. So you've got a great value by getting it today. This rose gold will be the one that goes first. We also have the silver, we have the soft gold that I showed you, and this is the white. The white is all over white. It's white inside and out, just so you can see that. On the metallic colors, they're going to be silver on the inside and then whatever color you chose for that cover so that you'll know that when you get it home. Aaron, I always talk about the fact that I love that it's got a side keyboard, so now this computer is for when I'm working, when I'm playing, when I'm doing entertainment. It is my everything computer.
Yeah, that numeric keypad, I agree, is a great add. And did you guys see this? It also has a backlit keyboard. So you press one button and you can see the keys in all lighting conditions. Congratulations if you're picking it up. Again, this is for anyone who's tired of their computer being a little slow, tired of their computer being a little heavy, tired of their computer running out of battery life all the time. Great for everyday computing.
For sure. And Aaron, thank you so much for bringing this to us. We really do appreciate it. And
my pleasure. It's good to see you.
Definitely. 770-848 is the item number to get these home. Don't forget, if you want to